Hey everybody, Mala from Northridge 4x4 here. Today we're going to be installing a new Rampage TrailView soft top on this JK. Let's go right into it. Per the instructions, we're going to lay these pieces out in the sun so that they relax a little bit to help installation go smoother. The tools required for this are a Phillips screwdriver, ratchet and extension, T25 Torx bit, an Allen wrench, and safety glasses. So now we're going to take the front section, upper section, and we're going to slide the front bracket onto it, and then we're going to slide the front plastic insert inside of there. Then we just line the holes up with the bracket and secure them with the provided screws. And now we want to take the middle plastic piece and slide it into the front door surround section. All right, now that that's in there, we just make sure it's nice and secure with the provided screws again. One on each side. Okay, now that we have the middle plastic piece installed into our front door surround section, we're going to now connect the rear surround section. Simply sliding this in right like this. Then we're going to flip it over, and utilizing the screw, self-drilling screw, we're just going to go ahead and drill that guy in there. So now we're going to take the rear bracket and slide it onto the rear surround section, just like this. And then we're going to take the rear section, the whole front assembly, and slide it onto the rear corner assembly that we finished earlier, just like that. Once it's inserted in there, we just line up the holes here and just use the screws to make sure it's secured in there. Now that we've finished putting together our door surround, we're going to go ahead and install it on the roll bar here. To do this, we're going to line up the back alignment knob into the back factory hole, slide the rear bracket into place, and then make sure you pop it up over the center seals here, making sure that the seals are on the outside of the plastic. We don't want to have any leaks later. So now we're going to take the mounting plate, place it right on top of here, line it up with these two holes here, basically the very front one and the middle one here. Once we line these up, we take the medium length turn knob, place it in here and just tighten that down. Take the shortest one, goes right in the middle here. Using a Torx 25 bit, remove the footman loop from the windshield on both the driver and passenger side. Using the same factory holes and screws, we're just going to install the provided latch. Now, with the help of a friend, take the top and we're going to slide it underneath the header channel assembly. What we want to do is take this piece and slide it underneath this flap up here, making sure it goes all the way up into the corners. And we take these outside flaps, make sure they tuck around inside this channel here. Both sides, make sure they're nice and tight. And then we're just going to simply go through, snap the tops, and then finish it off by velcroing down the bottom bar. With the help of a friend, simply place the soft top in position over the roll cages and get it ready for fitment. Next, we're going to install a Velcro strip on the forward door surround piece, and we're going to utilize the adhesive promoter. Basically, we're going to crack this open, you feel it break inside, make sure it gets all on the tip, and we're just going to get this on here. There we go. And we're just going to make sure this is clean. You want to make sure this is nice and clean so that you get a good adhesion with the Velcro strip. You got it nice and straight. Go ahead and a little pressure to make sure it's tacked down well. And you're good to go. Using the same Torx 25 bit and the provided hardware, thread the screw into the hole just like this, and then place the Teflon nut on the end here. Now these ends are shaped so that you can get this in there without having to hold it here. All you have to do is just tighten it down. So now that we've installed the rear arm, we're going to work our way to the front arm and place that right up here the same way we did the rear one. After you secure the front arm brackets, all that's left to do is slide the soft top forward and secure it with the latches and the front flanges on the driver and passenger side. Okay, now with the front secured, we're gonna pull the whole soft top back and we're just gonna make sure that these straps fall inside of the roll bar. That helps for the next step in the installation. So now from the back of the Jeep, we're gonna pull the rear adjustment strap. Make sure we go underneath the inside of the roll bar, past or underneath the seatbelt stud there, and through the buckle. Now, you wanna do one side, make sure one side is down pretty good, so that way you can really cinch them down. We've already went ahead and done the other side, so this one, we're just gonna pull this one real nice and tight. Now we're gonna get the rear windows ready. We're gonna take the left side, this is a driver's side rear window. We're gonna insert the plastic piece, is what they call it. We're just sliding it right in this sleeve part here. Make sure it's all the way up and in there, and they have this nice little piece here that helps retain that in there. Once that's all the way in there, we'll go ahead and put this, add this onto the soft top. Okay, now with our rear driver's side window assembled, we're gonna go ahead and just use his provided zippers and just put this right on here. In order to secure the backside window, we have to put together these tiny little brackets. Just take this smaller piece here and you slide it right in here, and it just looks just like that. And we'll show you how we install these in a second. With the two pieces assembled, all we do is grab the underlip and just apply a little bit of pressure, and it snaps right on. So now we're back on top of the Jeep. We're gonna install these fiberglass anti-puddle pulls. What they do is they slide right in here on the inside of the Jeep, or the soft top, and they prevent any water from pooling here when it rains, or if you go through a mud puddle or anything like that. So basically, you can see these stitch marks here and here. It's a little pocket there. We just take this one, we're gonna slide it all the way up so it hits that pocket in there, and then just adjust it so it goes into this pocket as well. And again, see how it creates a little bit of stability right there so that there will be no pooling of anything up there. Okay, now we're gonna put the tailgate bar on the bottom of the rear window. We're gonna slide this tube right in here, right inside this C channel right here. Now it's really important you get the orientation right, so if you point the rubber gasket up towards it, this is the best way I could describe that you can do this. So, and it goes right in, real simple, just slides right in there. And then we roll back over towards the Jeep, and I'll show you how we add this to the tailgate and the rest of the soft top. With the rear track bar installed on the bottom of the rear window, all we have to do now is zip up the sides and lock it in place. Now all the final adjustments we need to do is just going through and make sure all the other pieces are locked in. Starting from the front of the Jeep, we're gonna go ahead and take this, what's referred to as the main belt rail, and we're gonna slide it under the front surround. We wanna make sure that that gets all the way under there, and that'll help pull this, when you put the Velcro back down, it'll help pull this tighter. Now we're moving to the rear window. Now this is a little tricky, it's a little tough. The instructions say to install the tailgate first, but I've actually undone it just to give me a little more slack here to help pull this out. I find it a little easier to get this piece all the way around and pushed in there like that. What you want to do is make sure you give this whole thing a good once over. Make sure all the Velcro pieces are nice and tight. For maintenance on this thing, you want to clean it with mild soap and water. Do not use any cleaning solvents. If you use the mild soap and water, it'll make sure that you have this looking good as new for the every day that you own this thing. And that's all there is to it. Big thanks goes out to Jared and Rory for letting us borrow their Jeep. Even bigger thanks goes out to Joe Bovey and Dan Watkins for helping us with the install. And the biggest thanks goes out to Rampage for making such a quality product. For more information on this, check out our website at northbridge4x4.com. I'm Malo. Until next time, thanks for watching.